Bushcraft 101, page 72. Morse. Kochansky, bow-rail bushcraft instructor and a well-known Canadian writer, is a big believer in this product, and I respect his opinion. However, like all other components of your kit, environment is a very important consideration. In the eastern woodlands, there are so many briars, cat claws, and thorns in general that mantle type cord or rope is not feasible because of the fraying of the fibers and weaves over time. However, if your environment allows it, it is great for all things of which a heavier rope would be capable. Making natural cordage. To make natural cord, first you must know the correct material to use for this purpose. It must be fairly strong, depending on its application, and it must be available during all 4 seasons. There are many plants and trees that will make natural cord in the eastern woodlands. To make a single cord from natural material of passable strength, you only need to look as far as vines or roots of spruce trees on the ground. Some of these can be relatively strong, and it is best to test materials in your area before the need arises by harvesting a section and attempting to tie an overhand knot in the cord. If doing this breaks the cord, it may not be viable for some tasks. But if you can make 3 or 4 wraps around your finger and it does not split or break, it may be passable for some applications. Reverse wrap 2-ply cordage. To make this type of cord in the eastern woodlands, the best material will be the inner barks of the shagbark hickory or the tulip tree, yellow poplar. Other options for plant fibers outside the eastern woodlands are yucca and nettle, as well as dogbane. Yellow poplar woodland are yucca and nettle, as well as dogbane. Yellow poplar is by far the easiest and will make a good, strong cord for most applications in any diameter needed. Recently fallen or dead fallen poplar is the least desirable cordage material, but will be the easiest to harvest. Pry the edge of this bark with a knife and peel it off. It, page 73, should come off in long strips depending on the branch or tree. Then remove the outer bark to get the inner bark fibers. To do this, work the piece around a rough barked sapling or a rope. This will loosen and remove the outer bark. Once the fibers are obtained, you need to process them further into smaller strands, then into groups of strands to obtain the desired diameter of cord. You can see in this image, you rotate going that way, you twist your thumb going in the opposite direction with your left hand, and with your right hand, you're twisting your thumb in one direction and you're twisting your index finger in the opposite. And obviously with the last 3 fingers, you're holding the twine. In this image, with your left hand, you're pinching and holding. Meanwhile, with your right hand, you're twisting with your index and your thumb, and with your other 3 fingers, you're locking. How to make cordage. When you are ready to begin, separate the strands into 2 separate bundles holding both bundles at the same time, but keeping them separate. Twist them one at a time in the same direction.